Willie Nelson, born April 29, 1933, Abbott, Texas, U.S., is an American songwriter and guitarist who became one of the most popular and enduring country music singers of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Early life and career. Nelson learned to play guitar from his grandfather and by the age of 10 was performing at local dances. He began writing songs at a young age. He served in the U.S. Air Force before becoming a disc jockey in Texas, Oregon, and California and self-releasing his first recordings during the 1950s. By 1961 Nelson was based in Nashville, Tennessee, and playing bass in Ray Price's band. Price was among the first of dozens of country, rhythm and blues, and popular singers to achieve hit records with Nelson's 1960s tunes, which included the standards, Hello Walls, Night Life, Funny How Time Slips Away, and, most famously, Crazy, popularized by singer Patsy Cline. By contrast, Nelson achieved only modest success as a singer in that decade, though he became a member of the Grand Ole Opry in 1964. Outlaw country movement and mainstream success. In the early 1970s Nelson moved back to Texas, basing his career in Austin. Freeing himself from the constrictions of the mainstream Nashville milieu, Nelson grew his red hair long and traded in the suit jackets of traditional country stagewear at the time for faded denim outfits, bandanas, and braids. His new persona aligned him with the counterculture and attracted younger fans. With Waylon Jennings, he spearheaded the country music movement known as outlaw music, which sought to escape the formulaic approach of Nashville music and experiment with a hybrid rock and roots sound. Beginning with the narrative album Red-Headed Stranger, 1975, which featured the hit song, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, Nelson became one of the most popular performers in country music. During this period he also established what would become a lifelong friendship with Pres. Jimmy Carter. Nelson's performances featured a unique sound, of which his relaxed behind-the-beat singing style and gut string guitar were the most distinctive elements. Unusual for a country album, songs by Hoagy Carmichael, Irving Berlin, and other mainstream popular songwriters made up his Stardust, 1978, which eventually sold more than 5 million copies in the United States. Nelson found further crossover success with the album Always on My Mind, 1982, and the single, To All the Girls I've Loved Before, 1984, a duet with Julio Iglesias. After making his film acting debut in The Electric Horseman, 1979, Nelson appeared in such movies as Honeysuckle Rose, 1980, which introduced what would become his signature song, On the Road Again, and Red-Headed Stranger, 1986, a drama based on his album. In 1985 Nelson participated in the USA for Africa Famine Relief charity single, We Are the World, and was among the singers who had a solo part. Later career and albums. In 1990 the